books and things that are available. But we're going to start out with our opening song. So here we go. Is everybody ready? If you're ready for a story, come sit down. If you're ready for a story, come sit down. Let's all gather near so everyone can hear. If you're ready for a story, come sit down. Yay! What a fun song. We miss singing all of our songs and having everybody with us, but we're so happy to have you with us tonight online. So we are going to start out with a really fun book. And this is a book. How many of you like trains? Can you give me a thumbs up if you like trains? Because all of our stories tonight are going to be about trains. So we're going to start out with our very first book. And this is going to be The Little Engine That Could. And in some ways, we're thinking about all of you as like our little readers that could. Okay? So we're going to start out now. And this is the classic edition of The Little Engine That Could. And it's the complete original edition retold by Watty Piper. And it's illustrated by George and Doris Hallman. And it's Platt and Monk Publishers. So here we go. Take a look at all those pictures. Chug, chug, chug. Puff, puff, puff. Ding dong, ding dong. The little train rumbled over the tracks. She was a happy little train, for she had such a jolly load to carry. Her cars were filled full of good things for boys and girls. There were toy animals, giraffes with long necks, and teddy bears with almost no necks at all, and even a baby elephant. Then there were dolls with blue eyes and yellow curls, dolls with brown eyes and brown bobbed heads, and the funniest little toy clown you ever saw. Toby, I need you to drop that.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get to move.
And then...
Sorry. There. It should be gone now.
Oh, need to go back one.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. And there were cars full of toy engines, airplanes, jacks, jackknives, picture puzzles, books, which we love. There's books in there. And every kind of thing boys or girls could ever want. But that was not all. Some of the cars were filled with all sorts of good things for boys and girls to eat. Big golden oranges and red checked apples, bottles of creamy milk for their breakfasts, fresh spinach for their dinners, peppermint drops, yummy, and lollipops for after meal treats. Little of everything. The little train was carrying all these wonderful things to the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain. She puffed along merrily. Then all of a sudden, she stopped with a jerk. She simply could not go another inch. She tried and she tried, but her wheels would not turn. What were all those good little boys and girls going to do on the other side of the mountain about the wonderful toys they want to play with and the good food to eat? Here comes a shiny new engine, said the funny little clown who jumped out of the train. Let's ask him to help us. So all the dolls and toys cried out together. Please, shiny new engine, won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine is broken down, and the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. But the shiny new engine snorted. I pull you? I'm a passenger engine. I just carried a fine big train over the mountain and more cars than you ever dreamed of. My train had sleeping cars with comfortable berths, a dining car where waiters bring whatever hungry people want to eat, and parlor cars in which people sit in soft armchairs and look out of big plate glass windows. I pull the likes of you? Indeed not. And off he steamed to the roundhouse where engines live when they are not busy. How sad the little train and all the dolls and boys and toys felt when the little clown called out, "The passenger engine is not the only one in the world. Here's another train coming, a great big strong one. Let's ask him to help us." The little toy clown waved his flag and the big strong engine came to a stop. Please, oh, please, big engine, cried all the dolls and toys together. Won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine is broken down, and all the good little boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. But the big strong engine bellowed, I am afraid, engine. I have just pulled a train down loaded with big machines over the mountain. These machines print books and newspapers for grown-ups to read. I am a very important engine indeed. I won't pull the likes of you. And the freight train engine pulled off indignantly to the roundhouse. The little train and all the dolls and toys were very sad. Cheer up, cried the little toy clown. The freight engine is not the only one in the world. Here comes another. He looks very old and tired, but our train is so little, perhaps he can help us. So the little toy clown waved his flag, and the dingy, rusty old train stopped. Please, kind engine, cried all the dolls and toys together. Won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine is broken down, and the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. But the rusty old engine sighed. I'm so tired. I must rest my weary wheels. I cannot pull even so little a train as yours over the mountain. I cannot. And off he rumbled to the roundhouse chugging. I cannot. Then indeed the little train was very, very sad, and the dolls and toys were ready to cry. But the little clown called out, here's another engine coming, a little blue engine, a very little one. Maybe she will help us. The very little engine came chugging merrily along. When she saw the toy clown's flag, she stopped quickly. What's the matter, my friend? She asked kindly. Oh, little blue engine, cried the dolls and toys. Will you pull us over the mountain? Our engine has broken down, and the good boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. Please, please help us. Little blue engine, I'm not very big, said the little blue engine. They use me only for switching trains in a yard. I've never been over the mountains. But we must get over the mountain before the children awake, said all the dolls and toys. The very little engine looked up, and he saw the tears in the doll's eyes, and she thought of the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain who would not have any toys or good food to eat unless she helped. And then she said, I think I can, and she hitched herself to that little train. She tugged and pulled and pulled and tugged, and slowly they started out. The toy clown jumped aboard, and all the dolls and the toy animals began to smile and cheer. Puff, puff, chug, chug went the little blue engine. I think I can. 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 Up, up, up. Faster and faster and faster the little engine climbed, until at last they reached the top of the mountain. Down in the valley lay the city. Hooray, hooray, cried the funny little clown and all the dolls and toys. The good little boys and girls in the city will be happy because you helped us, kind little blue engine. And the little blue engine smiled and seemed to say as she puffed steadily down the mountain, I thought I could, 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 I thought I could. So what do you think? That was a pretty fun book, huh? Talking about the train and somebody having the independence and wanting to really give it a try. So we kind of talk a little bit about that, about your little readers. All of you are our young readers who can. So when we think about a program that we have at the library that's called 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten, this is actually a program that you can sign up for at our library. It's a national program, but what you do is record all the books that you have read for the program, and you get stickers for every 100 books. And then once you hit 500 books, you get a prize. And then when you hit 1,000 books, you get a prize. So I know that both Maggie and Will, who are with us tonight, have both already completed 1,000 books. So you guys give us a big thumbs up that you've completed the program already. Look at you guys. That's fantastic. So we hope everybody who is interested in the program will get in touch with us at the library, and we'll gladly get you a packet of information and show you how to get started. It's all free, and you can read books from anywhere, from your own library, from wherever. We just want everybody reading and enjoying books. That's the whole point of the program. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our second book tonight, and it's also about trains. And Miss Toby's going to read this book. So Miss Toby?
Sorry, had to unmute myself. Here we go. So we're going to read I Love Trains. And it is by, hold on, let me let this clear out of the way so I can see the publisher, because that's important. I Love Trains by Philemon Sturgis, illustrated by Shari Halpern, and it is from HarperCollins Publishers. Trains, trains, trains. I like trains. I like trains that hoot and roar as they rumble by my door. Have you ever heard a train and how loud they are when they go by? First come engines big and strong, pulling lots of cars along. Do you see the engine, the purple engine with the yellow and orange cars behind it? Some cars keep things from the rain. Some cars carry trucks or grain, or cows or hogs, or gas or logs. Do you see the logs? Do you think maybe they're building a house or even a library with the logs? Maybe. Some carry steel and some carry scrap, or secret stuff that's under wrap. What do you guys think that is? I think it might be a spaceship. But the best car's at the end as the train goes round the bend. Is this the caboose? Is that what we call the last car in the train, the caboose? I wave, I'm glad to see the car that carries Dad. Trains, trains, trains. I love trains. Oop. Then we're going to stop sharing for just a minute. There we go.
Yeah. Another fun book about trains. So thank you, Miss Toby. So we use trains as one of our themes tonight because we want to share information with all of you about another program that we make available in Kanawha County. And that program is called the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. Miss Toby's going to put a picture up to show you what the logo looks like. And the Dolly Parton program is actually a national program, and it's sponsored by Dolly Parton's foundation, and they help offset the costs for the local partners. You have to have funders in your local community who sponsor the program on behalf of the community. And then you can sign up by zip code in order to sign up and participate. What you get after you sign up, if you are under the age of 5, you get a free book in the mail every month all the way up through your 5th birthday. It's a pretty phenomenal program. And they send some amazing books. The very first book they send once you sign up for the Imagination Library is the very first book we read tonight. So The Little Engine That Could. So that's why we read that book too, to kind of tie that in. We did some looking, and we actually launched this program last September in South Charleston as a starting point. And we ended up with a very good turnout. And thankfully, we have some additional funding that came. Our first year, we were funded through Kanawha County Schools and through the city of South Charleston, who graciously supported us to launch the first program in Kanawha County. And we've now found other funding partners that the program has expanded all the way through Kanawha County. And as of today, when I looked, we have 1,175 young readers in Kanawha County. So we are so excited to have that many people who are getting books in the mail from the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. So if you are interested in the program, you can check out our website where we will have information about Dolly Parton, and the website where you go to sign up. Even if you're not in Kanawha County, we'll have the link there for the West Virginia Department of Education, and it will tell you what zip codes it is available. If it's not available in your area, you can sign up for an email when it does become available once funding partners are secured. So we're really excited about that being another early literacy program that we make available and kind of connect with through the library. So with Kanawha County participating in South Charleston at our library, we have a lot of our folks who do that. And we just love trains, so it kind of worked out that way. So that's what we're doing for our program tonight. So the third book tonight is also about trains.
Yes.
So,
But we're going to
oh,
sing
that's right. I'm
first.
sorry. We're going to do songs. Sorry, I jumped right over our song. Sorry, guys.
We
So
have a song for you guys.
Yes.
Miss
And
Olivia's
Miss
going to
Olivia's
lead us.
going to lead it.
Yeah. And then, let's go
So
the
we're
other
put my
one.
mic close to my mouth so you guys can hear me.
Yes, and
Alrighty.
we're going to show them the motions first so that they know what
Oh,
to
yeah.
do.
Let's do that. So first, we're going to do wheels go round and round.
Round and round.
Then the wipers
Wipe.
go swish, swish, swish. And the train goes chug, chug,
Chug,
toot,
chug.
toot.
Choo,
Yes.
choo, chug, chug.
Choo, choo, choo.
Okay.
All right. You guys think you can do that? Yeah?
You all
Can I
ready?
get a thumbs up if you can do it? All right.
Miss
We are
Aubrey,
going
okay.
to share those words with you now.
Alrighty. The wheels on the train go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the train go round and round, all through the town. The wipers on the train go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the train go swish, 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 all through the town. The whistle on the train goes choo, 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 choo. The whistle on the train goes choo, 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 all through the town. The wheels on the train go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the train go round and round, all through the town. I don't know if you guys can hear Jacob beatboxing in the background, but he is. So
Good job, guys.
Very good, Olivia. Thank you. So next up, we do have our next book, and it's about trains.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. So Miss Annette, you're up.
Yes, this is called The Goodnight Train, and it's to get us ready for our bedtimes here. It was written by June Sobel, illustrated by Laura Haleski Beath, and it's published by Hardcore Incorporated. The Goodnight Train gets set to roll. It's being shined and filled with coal. Wash the cars off with a hose, scrub the engine's dirty nose. Scrub-a-dub, toot, toot. The Goodnight Train is leaving town. Find your sleepers, grab your teddy, climb right up, your bed is ready. All tucked in, the porter cries, pillows fluffed, now close your eyes. Woo, woo. Look, there's even a skunk there that's catching a ride to dreamland there. Wheels are turning, smoke drifts high, painting clouds up in the sky. Huff a puff, choo choo. Look, there is a monkey or a cat there on the top of that house, and he's looking with his binoculars, and I see a car cloud. I see an ice cream cone with a cherry on top and a skateboarding elephant. That's what that one looks like to me.
That one's pretty crazy.
Yes. Slumber, slumber up the hill. Cars climb slowly up until, let's see. Roll the corner, rock the curve, blankets bounce with every swerve. Rocka, 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 rocka. Shh, shh, shh. Fly through a tunnel black as ink, in and out before you wink. Oh, see that skunk? He's snoring away. And there's a sign that tells if you have bed bugs, they'll remove them. Just call for a free estimate. And Dreamland is only 20 winks away. Catch the freight train whizzing past. The Goodnight Train is moving fast. Choo, choo.
The moon's so pretty.
Uh-huh. Cars sway on the wooden track, wheels go click, wheels go clack. Glide across the plain so flat, gently toss this way and that. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. And the owl is trying to put all of her little owlets to bed and reading them a storybook. She's wondering what all that noise is about. Curl through farms of fuzzy sheep, the sleepy train slows to a creep. Pushing toward the station's light, cars crawl on with all their might. Chug, chug, chug. Sweet dreams ahead, the porter sighs. The tired train can close its eyes. Home at last, tucked in and snug, the engine snores a final chug. Husha, 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 sleep. Good night, train. Good night. Okay, so that is a fun book that we have, and it's in our easy section of our library, and it is a book about fiction, but trains are a nonfiction subject. And so we have several books that we pulled that you might be interested in to show. And you don't necessarily, parents need to be concerned about the reading level of your children.
Do you see what Miss Maggie has?
The pictures.
Miss
Miss
Maggie's
Maggie
showing
has
us.
the book we just read. She has a copy of it.
Oh, she does.
Yay!
Yay. Do you like that book, Maggie?
Thumbs up if you like it.
Yep.
Thumbs up. Yay. That is very nice.
Yes.
This is a nonfiction book put out by National Geographic. It's kids, and it's called Trains, and it's written by Amy Shields, and it's published by the National Geographic Society in Washington, D.C. And it just has all kinds of pictures of all of the different types of trains that are out there. So it's a very nice book. This one is called Riding the Rails Then and Now, and it's written by Steve Otfaniski, and it's published by Benchbard Books. And what I really like about this book is that it has, again, all the different types of ones that we talked about in some of the ones. So this is another nonfiction book. This is one called Eyewitness Books, and it says Trains again, and it's written by John Coley, and it's published by Alfred A. Knopf in New York. The special thing that I like about this book, it is called Seymour Simon's Book of Trains, and it is written by guess who?
Seymour Simon.
Yes. But the neat thing about this is he's a grandpa, and he wrote this book for his grandkids, which I really like. And it has it's published by HarperCollins, and it has all of the different trains that he would go down to the station, and he and his grandkids would look at. So I really liked this book. But it is a nonfiction book because it talks about all of the different types of trains. The most fun book that we had, this one is called The Train of the States, and it's written by Peter Sisk, and was published by Green Willow Books and Harper's Children. And what it is, it started out with the engine that is driven by Uncle Sam, who is one of the icons and symbols of the United States. And the American Bald Eagle, they're driving the train, and it follows through to the engine at the caboose at the very end, and it takes all of the states as they entered into the United States of America, into the Union. And we have a picture that Miss Toby's going to put up that has a picture of West Virginia. And West Virginia entered into the Union the United States of America, as the 35th state. We have 50 states right now, and it was the 35th that came into the Union on June the 20th, 1863. And each of the pictures here of the cars in this particular train has like our state fish is the brook trout. Our state apple is the golden delicious apple. That was where it was first grown. It talks about Stonewall Jackson, who was born here in West Virginia. We are called the Mountain State, and mountaineers are always free. That is our symbol and our logo. And we were named after Queen Elizabeth I. Our capital is Charleston. Our tree is the sugar maple. Our shrub or our plant is the rhododendron. And our state bird is the cardinal. And they always give us a fun fact about each of the states. And we have the largest conical burial mound in Moundsville. It is 69 feet high and 290 feet in diameter. And when they're talking about this conical mound, have you all ever seen the mound at just a little ways away from our library? You'll see that big mound of dirt over there on the highway on McCorkle Avenue. And that is where the Adena Indians used as a burial mound. So the one in Moundsville is about 10 times larger than that one is. So
Yep.
this is a fun book that tells about all of the different states, and it'll be available for you in 4 days if you were interested in checking it out.
Exactly. It is a fun book. So now she's going to share some crafts that we have for you.
Yes. For our adults that are listening in today, this is a fine motor skill craft that we use, and we will have this for you to download. And it is, you just use Q-tips with any kind of paint that you want to, and just have them fill in the dots that are on it so that it helps with their fine motor skills. So we did one in color, we did one in the same color if that's how you want to do it. And then we had a couple of others that we did free-handed that you can draw a circle and they can get the rhythm of it and the form of the circle. And then we also did a square. And so this again helps with their fine motor skills. And just for fun, the last one is we just let them put dots all over the paper and then connect the dot to see what they come up with. So this is the craft that we have for you all this evening, and hopefully it'll help with some of their fine motor skills if you need to work on it, or just to do it for fun. I found it to be fun.
Yep. So we always try to bring you some fun stories and some crafts you can do at home with some very simple things you may have at home. Do remember that even though the library, we're limited services right now, we are still there and have lots of books and materials. You can go onto our online catalog and place holds on books, and then we'll call you when they're ready, and you can come through the drive-through even and pick up books that you want to borrow. Please keep in mind that all the items that get returned to us, we're trying to keep everyone very safe. So when items get returned, we put them in a 4-day quarantine so they don't go back out for anyone else for 4 days. So again, we're trying to keep everyone safe in that way. And unfortunately, right now we can only have 25 people in the library at a time, so we don't have big groups of folks coming in. But if you find things that you do want to borrow, like I said, place a hold online or call in and let us know, and we can pull some books for you as well. So be sure to check out, like Annette said, we have a lot of nonfiction available in addition to what's available in our easy stories and picture books. We have our social media channels that are available. I hope everyone follows us on Facebook and has liked our page. If you like our page, you get all of our notifications and things that come through. So we appreciate you following us there. We do have some upcoming programs. We're going to start on a program schedule to where we're doing Tuesday night programs. So every Tuesday evening at 6:30 through, I think we're doing through November 17th. We'll be here having fun, and we hope you will join us. We have a link that we're going to share with you later. This kind of gives you a layout of some of the resources that we have available for early literacy. As those of you who are regular users of our library know, we have a lot of intentional play areas normally out, such as our imagination station, our toys, our puzzles, our play animals, our puppets, all that are normally out. Unfortunately, all those are in quarantine right now because we're trying to keep the virus under wraps. So right now we're kind of a come in, get what you need and go kind of place, which is not the ideal, but it is the ideal if it keeps all of us safe and healthy. So this is kind of a layout that's going to be added to our website. So you'll see there all of the left side of the building as you walk in. That's the primary area that most of our J-Easy and early literacy resources are located. If you're not sure where something is, please come ask one of us. We are always more than willing to help you find books that interest you, show you where things are. We do have a very diverse collection, but we start out with board books and go from board books to picture books to what we call icon reads, which are early grade levels like 1 through 3. Then we go into chapter books. We also have graphic novels, also known as comic books, that are available for all ages as well. So we have lots of things. We have kits with books with CDs. We have books on CDs. We have online resources available through our website. So there are a myriad of things that are available that you can take advantage of. So the library, we may be on limited services, but it's kind of unlimited as to what we'll do to try to make sure you get what you need for your readers. So we are just really, really excited to have everyone here. We thank you for joining us tonight. We talked about doing a video for YouTube, but we'll post it as a link for later. So we just wanted to thank everybody for coming tonight. Is everybody ready to sit down with us and sing our goodbye song? Okay, let me see if I can remember it. All right, here we go. The more we read together, the more we read together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we read together, the happier we'll be.